The first update we have today is about Joe Giudice and really his family. In this video, we'll be talking about his challenges, specifically reconnecting with his daughters after, his prison sentence and subsequent deportation. Now, many of you probably remember the basics. Joe and his then-wife, Teresa, they pleaded guilty to financial fraud back in 2014. Joe served 41 months, but because he wasn't a U.S. citizen, he was deported to Italy in 2019. And that physically separated him from his 4 daughters, who are still here in the States. So this deep dive is really about the emotional fallout from all of that.
Right.
And Joe, he actually opened up about this recently on his oldest daughter, Gia's podcast, Casual Chaos. He mentioned that while he feels close to all his daughters now, it took him longer, it was tougher, to reconnect with his youngest, Adriana, when he first got out.
Yeah, and this really brings a critical piece into focus. You have to remember, Adriana was only 6 years old when her dad went to prison. For a child that young, that's a really foundational time for, developing secure attachments, understanding who your caregivers are. His absence basically meant her whole idea of father was formed, or maybe not formed, during that time. So for her, it wasn't just about picking up where they left off. It was almost like constructing a new relationship during her adolescence, which is already a complex time for identity anyway.
And Gia really clarified this on the podcast, too. She put it very directly. She said, Adriana, quote, didn't have you there and present as she was, becoming into a beautiful young lady. Gia pointed out her sister always missed having that father figure and essentially had to get to know you all over again.
That whole lecturing process, as Gia put it, it's incredibly complex.
And this deep personal impact, you can see how it fueled Gia to take that very public step last month. She posted that video on Instagram directly addressing President Trump, asking for a pardon for her dad so he could potentially return to the U.S.
Mm-hmm. And Gia's plea, it goes beyond just a personal wish, right? It illustrates what she called their family's emotional limbo, that feeling so many families face when they're separated by legal systems or immigration issues. Her message was quite powerful. She talked about Joe's role before prison, going to cheer competitions, dance recitals, holidays, being their provider. She framed the pardon as something that would mean healing, not just for him, but for her sisters, her mom, the whole family, really. Allowing them to be whole again, as she said. And in this specific context, a pardon could potentially address the immigration consequences tied to his federal conviction, maybe opening a door for him to legally come back.
Next,